what is your role when you see, you know, co-produced? I'm curious about the relationship with you and Tim, how that works.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, you know, it's essentially, with Tim and I, the dynamic is basically how we do my record, co-producing together on my record. It's just throwing, you know, Madonna in the mix. And when we first got in the studio, I sort of became
the interface.
The connection between the two of them, and because
is that because you guys already sort of knew each other and had
well, we didn't know each other as well as
it's not that. It's just you're the communicator.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, naturally, because you know, I would come up with. Oh, we know you like the show, but we're trying to do an interview with John right now. I mean, I just don't understand.
He's a songwriter. He writes lyrics, and so do I. So we connected on that level.
I just think that creatively, I knew what she wanted to do, you know, and a testament to her, because I came in and you know, I would sit with Tim and say, okay, it'd be cool if we went in this direction, and then like I'd come up with the little guitar riff for Miles Away. And then we'd sit down, her and I would sit down, because she wanted things to be groove-oriented as well, and that's how we do my records. And so then I'd sit down with her and say, okay, how do we, you know, we would just sit together and map it out and say, how do we want to do this?
And what do we want it to be
what
about?
What do we want to say?
We'd have shrink sessions.
We would. Well, and she had, you know...
played shrink for each other, or there was a...
We had to get a concept going.
Yeah, well, also, you know, she said this in another interview, and it couldn't be more true. When you're writing with someone like this, I mean, we literally were in the corner, like, you know, with her notebook and everything, and it's a very intimate experience. And sometimes, you know, I mean, obviously, if you're not comfortable with that person, you're like, I don't want to put my ideas out there because these are ideas that came from me and blah, 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 blah.
You don't want to be judged.
It gets personal, and I think, you know, we sat together and talked about life and talked about where we both were, and we found
put our stuff out there.
Yeah, we found relatives with each other, and you know, that's the best way to do it.
Would Miles Away be an example of that? Like, at least lyrically, I mean,
we've all experienced the pain and heartache of a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
And just how challenging it is. So and after we did the song, everybody was like, "Oh, I can relate to that." Everyone in the studio.
Why the decision to work with three guys who are essentially sort of superstars in their field? Yeah.
Because they're good, and I like their
Yeah.
I mean, just because I don't like to repeat myself. And I was sitting around thinking, what music do I love right now? And it was actually your record that I was listening to obsessively. Yeah. So then I thought, well, it's kind of and then somehow you contacted me at the same time. So it was one of those. I thought about it.
Well, you know what's funny is her manager's a mutual friend with us, and it was so organic how it really happened. I mean, you know, I spoke to Guy, and he was like, "Yeah, we're working on a new Madonna record." I was like, "Wow, what's it gonna be like?" You know, and he said, "Actually, you know, it'd be cool if you guys got in the studio together." And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be awesome." That'll never happen. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't feel in any way that these guys with what a lot of people would say have sort of signature sounds and approaches imposed anything on you? I mean, people who might say, well, there's a Timberlake record with Madonna or a Pharrell record with Madonna on it. That you don't...
I don't think of it as an imposition. I think they have amazing ideas, and I think we collaborated. It's called a collaboration. Yeah, nobody forced their stuff on me. I mean,
I don't think
we actually did a lot of songs that we ended up not putting on the record. We tried a lot of stuff, and we just went with what we liked the best.
We did like 8 or 9.
Yeah,
I know, and I think she may have done the same with.
Yeah, I had more, and we just mutually chose what we thought would be the best ones. Yeah.
I mean, I listened to songs like Miles Away. I couldn't do a song like that. I mean, it's completely her. That was the trick.
Oh, it's completely us.
You know?
It's us.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a similar kind of work ethic? Because I know you're famous for liking to sort of stick to the, you know...
He's actually quite responsible, and you know, he shows up on time, and he does the work, and knows to the grindstone. The only difference between him and I is that I write everything down, and he doesn't.
Oh, yeah?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was actually helpful for me.
And I Excuse me.
No, go ahead.
No,
Ladies first.
So that's kind of more of a hip-hop thing to not write stuff down.
Is it?
I think.
I find it astonishing. The thing is, I love writing anyways, and I love writing words, so I like sort of keeping a scrapbook of everything.
Let's talk about the fact that, you know, with this, you have seen this fundamental, incredible change in this industry of ours over the last 20-odd years. And a lot of people are saying that we're sort of on the verge, or we're in a time when superstars, such as they once were called, are a thing of the past. That people are not, a career in music is not going to mean 10, 20 million records sold and this kind of level of, and even 5 years ago, when you broke, I mean, you've experienced something that I think may very much in 10 years be something that we just don't see anymore. Is that okay? Is that a healthy thing in a weird way?
It has to be okay. It's part of evolution. But
And
you
you
know,
just
people will
accept it?
find another way to express themselves.
I think it's as simple as over the course of time, the medium has become more accessible every generation, and now we can get things
Instantly.
snap of a finger, and I just feel like the medium is different. Are there things that you can't duplicate? Yes, you can't duplicate what just happened tonight on stage. You can sort of watch it on a broadcast or a vcast or this or that, but you can't duplicate being there. But you might be right, I mean...
But people are saying that the moment in time that was, Blonde Ambition and Vogue, and the moment in time that was Pop Odyssey, that kind of huge level of thing is just, it's probably not going to happen anymore.
But we're in the age of technology. We're moving so fast. Everything's changing.
Yeah,
Changing.
I think
it's the way it is.
I think it's as simple as the people who distribute haven't caught up with what the kids are using to get music and to get their fix of entertainment.
People have to be more inventive.
Yeah, they can't. They have the people who were the not the tastemakers, but the people who put out the tastemakers' music are not. I think they're too busy worrying about. I mean, all you hear now and then, it's even in the reports, is like, this is what we lost, this is what we lost, this is what we lost. And it's like, look at what we have to gain with the new medium, I mean, there's ways to connect to people. And I just think if we took the opportunity to embrace it more, then, I think superstars can be built in a different way.
Yeah.
Madonna, we love you! Madonna! Ridiculous. Like, I can't even explain it. It was, I don't know, it was just Madonna.
As you may have heard, Madonna released a new album on Tuesday, and you know what that means? A special club show right here in New York City. And not only did 2,200 fans get a chance to see the Queen of Pop, they also got a special appearance from the Crown Prince. Quite a night here, the old Roseland. Was it good for you?
It was very good. It was a bit airless, right?
It was like a hot.
It was a hot box.
There was.
It's a hot box.
I mean, these sort of tight 6-song shows, they move. There's no fat in there, right?
And, when I first heard that she was only going to do 40 minutes, I was like, really? And then after watching it during the rehearsal, I was like, well, that's perfect.
It's like a, a sampler.
Right.
Like one of those chocolate boxes. You just get all the best stuff.
Yeah.
You don't get the chocolate-covered cherries because everyone throws it out.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like a taste. It's a tease. That's right.